Urinary system. Okay. Here we have a kidney which got dislocated. Okay. So we'll look at the kidney that is inside. Okay. So here is the. When you identify this, I ask you this is a kidney. What do you say? Left. Left and right are very important, guys. Never ever forget that. This entire semester. Okay.
Left and right?
Yes. Always. Don't just write kidney. Left kidney. Okay. So this structure coming down now. Okay. This is the, the ureter. Which ureter?
Left ureter.
So ureter is wrong. You'll get 1 point off.
Be specific.
Left ureter. Okay. All right. Now the blood vessel that is draining here, and you can actually see it. The renal vein is draining the kidney over here, and later on they will clean this up, and you can trace the left gonadal vein. I think no, they have it. Which is actually here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not attached.
Oh, it's not attached. Okay. Well, partially. So this is the left gonadal vein, which will eventually go to the left testes. Okay. You will see that in your specimens. Try to trace that. Okay. Which is unique about the left side only. On the right side, the right gonadal vein goes directly into the vena cava. Okay. So this is the kidney, and outside the kidney is covered with a membrane. Okay, which is called a fibrous capsule. Okay. Now, arterial supply, you can also identify. I want you all to trace and dissect. Don't use a scalpel. Just use the probes and separate the renal vein from the renal artery and trace them to the vena cava and the aorta, which would be relatively easy. All right. Then cut your kidneys. Cut one of them at least. Okay. Either the right or the left. And yeah. Okay. So cut them in a mid-sagittal, and cut them from this angle, from this greater curvature, okay, from this side.
The fundus.
No, there is no fundus. Wrong organ. Okay, and you cut it like this. Did I cut it all the way?
And you catch birds.
All you hear is your voice.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, I'm messing up the YouTube video.
Okay, and then you open up the kidney, and this is what you see.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Now, actually, this is a good kidney because you see quite a few structures here. Here, in the outer layer of the kidney, you see the cortex. The inner layer here is the medulla. Okay.
Which is the medulla specifically? The white?
This is the medulla.
Wait, which one is the cortex?
This outer ring. That is the cortex.
But it's like the outer ring is in the inside, right? Inside.
No, the outside.
The dark line dividing.
The dark line is dividing the medulla from the cortex.
There's no name for that?
Huh?
The dark line?
These are the medullary pyramids. Because of the blood circulation, you can't see them properly. If this was like a dog or big animal, you would see them more in detail. Okay. So these actually, the dark lines you're saying are the tips of the medullary pyramids. Yeah. Now, okay. So here, guys, you see this over here. See this fold? Aha. What is this?
Wow.
That's the
the...
Yeah, that's where the major and the minor calyces open into. So this region is called the renal pelvis. Yes. And you lift up this flap. Underneath here, you're looking at the renal pelvis. I have my probe underneath in there. Okay. All right.
What's the flap called?
That's just you cut the tissue in half.
All right.
You created the flap by cutting it.
John's flap.
Okay. So you can see the major and minor calyces. If you remove this, you might be able to see them, but it's too small to see in detail. Okay. In some of them, you can see very fine cortical radiate arteries, okay, and veins, but it's very hard to see them though. Here now, if you put your probe below, you continue with the renal pelvis, and you go down here. See the structure that I cut? You put this probe down in the middle, you will go into the ureter. Yeah. Okay. And on the outer layer of the kidney, outer layer, you have this membrane. This kidney is cut.
Not in the
All
shot.
we just need lemon juice and salt and pepper for this.
Salt and pepper.
No,
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Kidney?
Yeah. No, not raw.
You cook it on a
Cook it.
skillet.
We can
Yeah.
use that kidney for transplants.
It's not kosher.
It's not kosher.
Okay.
Is-
And here you go. This is the fibrous capsule, which covers the kidney. Okay. And so I want you guys to expose one of the kidney, pull off the fibrous capsule on one of your kidney, and the other one, cut it mid-sagittal, and expose and look at the inner layers. Okay. So now before one more.
That skin is the fibrous capsule.
That is the fibrous capsule, the one I peeled off.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the fibrous capsule, covers the kidneys. Okay. Now, the left and right ureters, they come down, and
They were kind of severed.
one is severed, but here we have the right ureter, which comes down into the bladder here. So look where the ureters are coming. They're not coming up top here, okay? They're coming near the trigony. So the left and right ureters and the urethra, so this region is the trigony. This is the neck of the bladder. And if we cut open the bladder, well, it's cut here. I'll just peel it.
No urine?
No urine.
Joy?
We don't have any rugae.
Yeah, so you see these tiny folds, not too many, but you see some folds, which are the rugae. And the major muscle in the bladder is the detrusor muscle. Okay. And
Can
here
we
is
see the muscle there?
well, it's so thin, you can't see it. It's too thin.
What is that? No, but how are you gonna, well, for
And the-
exam purposes, are you gonna ask
But
what
I
muscles
will ask
there?
what the epithelium now inside the bladder, what epithelium? It's transitional. And the epithelium inside the ureters also is transitional. Transitional also. Ureters also. Ureters in the bladder, the epithelium is the same, transitional. But don't worry about that now, we'll go over it next time. Now the urethra goes down, okay? And here the urethra actually got cut, but here was the prostate, this dilatation in this region, okay? So we don't see it properly. And then the urethra exits over here via the urethral orifice. However, in the female cats, there's a urogenital sinus, which is a common opening of the urine and the vagina of the cat. They have a common shared opening. Okay, in the female cats only, not in humans, obviously, right? But we don't have a female cat, but still, you should know. So these are the testes. We'll look at that later on. So know the blood supply, know the muscles, the external sphincter, and the internal sphincter, which we cut through here, which you can't really see. But know the diagrams at least, okay? And the epithelium and the functions of the nephrons will include that too. And the next time we'll look at the histology. So did I miss anything? I think that's it.
Wait,
So-
wouldn't the internal sphincter be at the top?
Let's be done.
Yeah, internal sphincter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would point out with the